I know I'm beautiful, darling, but usually my admirers hide their stares a little better.
Oh, I wasn't, I mean, you do look lovely, but, all this time on the road, and you look as fresh as spring berries. I just wondered how you do it.
Oh, why then?
Many animancers believe that nature is there to be measured, controlled, subverted. Well, I've been contemplating that assumption. Quite a bit, in fact. You made peace with the Delmgan in Galawain's tusks. Could that be a sign of things to come? Possibly. If they were to
Var
find
ya,
common
2 tane
ground.
oyunumuz var.
I've spent my life trying to dominate nature. To overcome the
Extraction
limitations of
33
our
var.
existence for the good of
Ondan
everyone.
sonra
Just like my mother. But what if
Kazan.
animancers coexisted with the natural
tam
world?
boss'unu orada bıraktım
Supporting
kazanı.
instead of exploiting. With a little encouragement, it could be possible.
Yapıyorsun bu sporu
There's
vallahi.
plenty of work ahead of us, but I'd say we're off to a good start. Now,
Ya da şey
let's try and
yaparım
stay
ya.
on nature's
Bu
good
biterse
side. We have
bitmez
a reputation
zannedersem.
to uphold. If I must.
Kazanın şeyini oynarım. Ya yayın dışı.
No pressure, but why haven't you and Quilic?
Ya da yayında oynarım. Yan
Settled
görevler
down
var.
yet?
Gitmedi mi?
We're happy as we are now.
Şimdi. Buralarda görev yok. Şuraya gideyim. Hatta şuraya önce şuna gideyim ya.
Well, living in sin,
Bilmiyorum ki, boss'u görmedim hiç.
Must be more to it. Oh, a traveler. Just my luck. I've got something to ask you, though. I think I've come across the discovery of a lifetime. At least I will if I can figure out this puzzle, which I cannot. Can you help me? It's all the alone time in the living archives. You end up reading some really good books. It's like this, though. I'm in search of an oasis
Bebeğim mi?
of fertile land and lush vegetation. I followed the energies all across the tusks, and my elders called it a waste of time. I'll show them. You and me, though. We'll show them you can find green in the... What? I am here on very... The texts say that there are traces
Bunda da
still
çok
of that
konuşma var
miraculous
ya.
work,
Bunalıyorum
and an
bazen.
oasis remains. I don't understand the mechanisms protecting the... I'll be honest though, I'm not very good at ancient languages. I just enjoy the activating these sigils should reveal the oasis we've been... Will you? Oh, thank you. They said it was a fool's errand, but we'll show them, won't we? I'll be waiting right here. Be sure to let me know if you find anything.
Bu ne lan, bu kapı? Üç tane kalkan şeyi var ama bunu nasıl açarız ki? Oğlum bununla gelmeyecektik bu kadın şeyle ya. Of. Yanlış seçmişiz. Anasını satayım ya. Öbür hatun açıyor bunları ya. Bu açmıyor anasını satayım. Nerede bu kamp? Tam arkamda duruyor. Bakacağım ya. Tuşlar da burada bok gibi ayarlamışlar ya.
That's done.
Ha, elektrik mi vereceğiz lan buraya? Biri oldu. İkincisi oldu. Üçüncüsü de oradadır. Ha şu. Ee. Allah Allah. Oynuyor lan bunlar. Şey yok. Ya bu da ben... Ya sen nereden geldin? Ya bunlar nereden geldi? Ondan ona 80 Lan bir şey öldüremedi bunu.
Yardley, well done.
Nereden girebiliriz? Çıkamıyormuş oradan ya.
Another soul for the wheel.
Ya şu son şeyi açalım arkadaş. Yatta da varmış. Yok, yokmuş ki.
Just a little spark. Little power goes a long way.
Nihayet. Ama gidelim açtık diyelim ne diyecek.
How goes the puzzle solved? It's real then? The oasis? I must get in there to investigate. The elders...
Bir şey bırakmadım ben sana, rahat ol. Gidelim şimdi. Şu boss'u keselim. Buraya.
Keep your eyes out for the cartographer. They're coming! Get on!
Ya ben senin Ay bağışıklığına ya. Lan bir tane vurun şuna. Aha çıktı.
Maybe someone got to solve this because of something.
Bunu da hallettik. Yetenek. Bir tane daha mı yetenek aldık? Keşke şuna verseydik. Zehir mi yedik biz ya?
Looks like you're lost, Makul. No one's allowed in here. Petru chose to defy Solace Keep. See, you outsiders and your presumptions, always thinking you know how... Let me tell you a secret. I don't trust anyone. Get out before we use your bones to make Petru a new cake. No, it doesn't. But it absolutely can if you wanted to. Or asking you again. Deadly serious.
Yazık oldu be.
You're not a warden. How did you... Wait, I remember you. I suppose the sight of a dwarf on business outside of Solace Keep is memorable, yes? Gods, I just realized. Your face, you have this... Somehow you got past the wardens to find... Why? Who sent you? The gods are smiling on me today, then. You must get me out of here while we have the chat. Mihala ordered my own wardens to kidnap me. I underestimated her conviction and overestimated her. If you've ever been to Solace, you saw the obvious. The keep is dying. And if you've read my journal, you know I was trying to counteract that. I wanted to use animancy as they do in Fjord, to feed the ground and make things grow. And it worked. I produced bountiful crops so quickly. Berries the size... maybe. Extra farmhands that can work all day and night? Think of all we could do with that. Regardless, Mihala... I took it upon myself to try it anyway. I thought that if I succeed, I could not. I expect I shall remain here until Mihala has a spare moment to sentence me. Once Solace turns its back on you, there is little one can do to regain its favor. There must be a key on one of the guards. Let me out, I beg.
Locking him away for trying to help his fellow dwarf. It's despicable.
Gods bless you, outsider. I won't. My days here are... Thank you again. Take this. It's not much. But if I can further repay the favor...
Animancers have suffered enough. Thank you.
Good. This will give them a fighting chance now. The garden is close.
Finally. She's gone.
Tamam, o da bitti. Gidelim şuraya. Yukarıdan mı?
Not bad for a scholar.
We must leave.
We can't. You know we can't.
But Elder Grigor can't fight them.
They were sick.
Where the wears a glance? Ah, thank the gods. You're the first customer I've... Anyway...
Şöyle. Bana... Alan 77. Büyük kalkan eğleşimiz yok. Bu hep buz üstüne. Bir mızrak ateş. Şu da olabilir aslında. Neyse. 85 level. Ya özü kötü anasını satayım ya. %50'ye kadar sağlam yavaşça doluyormuş. Sürekli. Yoldaşlarına dahil. Kaç level lan bu? Hareket kazanıyormuş.
You! By the gods! Deliver us! They've gone mad! They're destroying everything! The archives! My monks are tearing our books. I've lost my monks and most of our books. Over the last several months, books about... But the book of oaths and the book of the before. The gods bless you. We recently brought the book of oaths to the parapet. And the book of the before should be in the main... Now go, please. We've already lost some...
Kaldıralım ortadan.
Swarm! Devour!
Lan büyücü. Kendine can bas. Mal. Harput tam burada değil miydi?
Don't think so, dear.
Her katta var galiba. B diyor. B neresi lan?
Branch breaks. Hurry in the brush!
A big mistake!
Ya benim oradaymış. Bir 5 level şeyi gelse galiba. Karşıya geçeceğiz. Neyse gidelim bakalım. Lan burası açılmıyordu. Anahtarı da aldık. Ha. Burasıymış. Lan şeyden benden hani yiyeceğim, anasını satayım. Bana da oluyor. Şunu açalım.
Thank you! Oh God, thank you! You're a blessing, envoy. Thank you, yes, thank you. But I need a book. Once I have it, I can get out of it. It's called The Book of the Before. He what? Oh,
Keşke tıklamasaydım ya.
please, no. You've got to give me the book instead. Because he doesn't need it. Oh, I read it often when I first became a monk. It inspired me. Besides, no one else read it. Please, just find it and bring it back. It should be somewhere in the archives proper. I'll be here when you've got it.
I understand these books are precious, but she's a little intense about it, isn't she?
Sorry in the brush!
Lan oğlum hiç üşenmediniz bunları yazarken. Abi bunlar nerede ya?
Under my control.
Yukarı mı çıktın sen?
Who's hungry?
Kitabı bulabilirsek. Burada herhalde ha.
Envoy, the book. I need the book.
Lan git manyak, kitabı sana mı veririm dedi. Bizim adam nerede? Kitabı vereceğim. Yeminler kitabını geri al. Buradan nasıl kaçırmışım ben ya? Ha.
The books, for Nandru's sake. Thank the gods. Let me see them. Mostly intact. Yes, the Book of Oaths is mainly intact, and our work of rebuilding begins now. I hate to be curt, but I must ask you to leave. May this token show our thanks. And may not...
We should hand over that list. Book theft is a serious matter.
What was that? What is that? Let me see. This is every book that's gone missing. Dolna, were you so unhappy? I'll take care of this. I will inform the guards. They will imprison her and... God, Dolna, what have you done? It's a shock to me. I still can't believe it. Thank you, Envoy. You've served the archives and...
Bu da bitti. Son bir bu kaldı. Ona da gidelim. Abla dur, sana bir şeyler satayım. Oo, ha, bunu almışız ama Şunu bir deneyeyim ya. Deneme ya. %10 yetenek kullanımız. Bunu alırım bak. Bunu satarım.
We don't seem that mean.
Bir şeyler alma.
The dream grows very low. There's no other explanation.
Bilmiyorsun.
Let's finish.
Tam burada İngiliz yok muymuş? Buraya nasıl geçeceğim ben? Şöyle geçebilir miyiz? Bakayım. Böyle geçtim.
We'll get them next time, dear.
De buraya neye geçtim ben ya? Tüh. Vallahi aşağı düşersek ölürüz. Büyüğüm olsun.
Dead a long time.
What a beautiful dwarven necklace.
Büyük keşfet. Hadi keşfet.
Put them down, please. Please. Do you know Marius? He spoke to them, made us like them, except Marius and me. One sip and fall dead. Marius and I are the only ones alive. I'm
Ben
alone.
Marius'la mı geleceğim şimdi?
Marius said he never leave.
F.
Dream of circles and
Marius alalım yanımıza bakalım. Oh. Upgrade yapabiliyoruz mu?
Mother's...
Oo, yapabiliyoruz lan. Kitap koy. Şu 50'ye niye yapamıyoruz ya? Hayret bir şey.
Tongue is the best treatment for snag itch, if you ask me.
Dur bakayım. Taşlanmış ağaç dalı lazımmış. Taşlanmış ağaç dalı.
Ask me.
I didn't ask, but I'm glad you know so much about what to do with your mother's
Aa,
tongue.
hepinizle mi konuşacağım ya?
Someone must have asked. And snag itch is perfectly natural.
Vallahi şimdi konuşamayacağım. Önceki konuma çıkış.
Natural, I'm sure.
Allah. Marius'u seçmedim şaka gibi.
I doubt my soul is worth much to an animancer.
No, no,
Don't fool me. Don't lie. That can't be Marius. It can't.
Marius, do you know the poor man?
Yanku. Viate. Is that you? What happened? How could this...
That. Yes, that. The land has come to take me, Marius. No, I search for meaning, but find only words.
This is... is... Yanku. My best friend since... as far as I can remember. When did this... I should have never left you, Viate. I couldn't have known.
Patrol? Yes, on patrol. When the dream touched me, I was away and alone. Yes? Not your fault. Not yours.
I still shouldn't have left. We could have been here, together.
We met here, Marius and me. We played here. I was older, but still a child.
That doesn't... I barely remember this place.
Your forgetting is for the best, Viate. I suffered remembering the whole time. Families followed Razvan, trusted his words. He would lead them to a better life. Trusted Razvan to make them something more.
Wait. No, I remember something. Chanting? I was so scared.
Razvan circled the parents around, said he would help their voices reach the stars. They took bowls full of... night. No.
I don't want to know what you're about to say.
Yes. Yes. Gods, am I speaking clear? At long last. I saw all the parents fall over. I knew he would come for me. I ran. I saw young Marius, too small to understand. Razvan called out for us, his voice raised to the sky.
That's when you took me to solace. You saved my life.
A new home, yes, I brought you there and they gathered you. Terror. It was bad. It felt like dying, but by inches. Just fear ever since.
I always thought you were a fool when we were younger. So impulsive. Now I know. You thought you'd already cheated death.
The parents in Solace said it was better to forget. Made me swear not to tell. You were happy. Never wanted to upset you. At first, yes. Later, it would have been harder not to forget.
Makes sense. No wonder it felt like everyone knew something I didn't, because they did.
But I can't focus. Can't remember. Razvan is near, making everything harder.
God, he might still be alive. That's it. We have to leave. If he's out there, we have to run.
Found the key to Razvan's home. Search there if you want. I will only forget. No. Razvan has gripped my soul my entire life. It will be enough to know he's gone.
I am so sorry this happened to you, Viate. If I could trade places with you.
No. No, Viate. You have saved me many times over. This I wouldn't wish on you ever.
Well, I guess we'll be going now, yeah? We have to keep digging into this particular emotional scar.
I will be here until time to go. See you soon, Viate.
I knew someone was out there. He killed everyone. He wanted to kill me.
But he didn't. Remember that, Marius. Remember that you're safe.
Years of worrying myself sick. He's out there, Envoy. This Korba is still out there. I don't know if He killed my entire village. I think I know the contact Razvan used to seal the door. It's a poem my mother told me when I was... She said those words would always open doors. I never knew what she meant. If we're gonna go after Razvan, we better get to it.
Ha. Ha şey. Buraya nasıl gideceğiz şimdi? Bakayım. Buraya atladık da. Allah kahretmesin, gidilmiyormuş orada. Çok geri yatmaz inşallah. Veririz sonra. Buradaymış. Şuradan. Şuraya ışınlanayım ya, hiç uğraşmayayım. Harita anasını satayım. Şuralarda köprü olması lazım.
We've got company.
Ben bu tarafa gitmeyeceğim. Köprüyü geçince sağdan gidemiyor mu anasını satayım? Yok. Şuradan dolaşacağım. Döndük dolaştık aynı yere geldik ya, sokacağım ya. İyi de buradan nasıl giderim ki karşıya? Kapalı anasını satayım ya. Buradan da gidilmiyor, oradan da gidilmiyor. Karşıya da gidilmiyor. Ne yapacağız biz burada ya? Ya buradan kesinlikle gidilmiyor arkadaş. O köprüden buradan mı gideceğiz ben yoksa? Ya burası da buraya geliyor. Ya zaten gelmişiz. Allah. Ya.
We'll get them next time, dear.
Sağ ol kanka, hoş geldin. Lan karşıya geçemedik bir ya, şaka gibi. Buraya gitmem lazım. Buraya nasıl? Nereden gideceğim ben? Buradan mı gideceğim alasın? Yok, burası dağlık, kayalık hep. Bu köprü geri gidiyor. Oraya nasıl giderim? Oraya nasıl giderim? Taraflardan gitmeye denesem diyeceğim. Yok. Karşıda ya. Şu taraflardan gitmeli. Yok. Herhalde yolu bulduk. Bakayım aynen. Heh. Burada bir lav şeyi var. Burayı nasıl çevireyim? Ya yok, gidilmiyor oraya. Neyse şu göreve gideyim ya. Sokarım şey görevine. Nerede bizim görev?
Oh, you can't say that Solace isn't taking things seriously. At least not now.
Today was as rancid as a Zaren's bones.
Ya şunları alayım.
Well done. When excellent work. You did it. Funny, I can. Stories of your prowess and here, take this. I will make sure your name.
Bitti.
Do you think Abidon and Magra never kiss? They both like fire, after all.
I feel like a shrine of Abidon among the forges of Solace is rather self-explanatory.
Outsider. I hope you don't mind if I shout.
Oğlum item satacaksın, ne vur yapıyorsun ya. Hasar şeyin iyi de gözü yavaşça yeniliyormuş. %... Dayanıklılık öz 40. Alayım hadi ya. Veya dur bakayım. Daha iyisi var mı burada diyecektim, yok. 4 level hepsi. Alayım hadi şunu ya. Oha düştü. Neyse şimdilik dursun. Şimdilik dursun. Olmadı değiştiririz. Parçalanabiliyormuş. Nasıl parçalanıyor ki? Temel. Basılı tutup parçalayabiliyormuş. Ya bunları parçalayamıyormuşum. Maksimumuz. Aha. Bu iyi oldu. Mis gibi. Güzel. Hani oğlum öz yenileniyordu ya sürekli. 139. Aynı. Özü yavaş yayınlar diyor. Hiç de yayınlamıyor anasını satayım.
They went through this door.
Çözerim de şimdi uğraşmayayım. Boş ver kanka.
Mycologists who could die happy here. Anything this beautiful is usually poisonous. Let's keep moving.
Benim 5 level silahlara geçmem lazım kanka. Şey takayım ya. Eski elbise. Bana öz lazım kardeşim.
Kostya isn't going to wait around for us, so keep moving. Kostya left them behind to die. Blessed Korba.
Worth and wrong. 5+2 lira oldu. Şunun bir canı kalmış, öldüremiyor. Kanka Extraction 33 nasıl? Hoşuna gitti mi? Bundan sonra oynuyorum yani oyun. Ona da. Ateş hasarı veriyormuş. Daha önce tıklasaymış.
Voices silenced.
Okay.
We're in a bit of a rush, envoy.
Take him down.
They wound us, and we wound in return.
Take your time. One slip and you're dead.
yapıyor lan bu?
Just a minute.
Yavaşlattı ya. Hoppa bitti. Gelişim. Ben şunu açmadık biz.
We need to keep moving if we're gonna catch Kostya.
Tamam lan gidiyoruz işte. Yürü.
Endless night. When will the sun rise?
Here we go.
Dead. Kostya isn't very loyal himself, is he? Kostya is going to start without us if we don't get a move on.
Can bakıyor. Şerefsiz ya.
Need a moment here.
If Kostya knew about this, he'd be selling tickets.
I'd come across references to this before, but nothing could have prepared me. Last one in's a rotten egg.
Hayda. Bu mu var lan orada? Aynen su varmış.
Soul of my soul, how did you find me here? A god beyond the grasp of gods. What is the will to a man subject to one like them? I told Sabadal not to look for me. I have been here for so long. No one came looking. Andrew, you are blessed. But I did not come here to meet Sabadal. I am hiding from them. Remember.
Sabadal kötü galiba ya.
I feel Sabadal's mind beneath yours, swimming in the deep. You should run. That was the name they gave themselves. Stolen from the ancient souls, whose deaths gave rise to them, to us. We were little more than appendages to them. That is why I must ask you to destroy them. Yes, you see them with eyes unclouded. Their ruined cities. They remade the land in their image. It reflects their twisted. You, my sister, go now to the garden and you need only walk a little more. You are nearly. You know, to siphon my soul to a lonely pillar, disconnected from this, disconnected from them. I only hope that Sapadal releases you. Do not thank me. Destroy them, Caesar.
You alright? We lost you.
Yes, ne oldu?
But not like before.
Another day, another chat with Samadra. Though this one seemed different. So, do we have a plan for Kostya once we find him?
Kostya's already proven himself an enemy of Solace. Whatever you choose to do next time is fine with me.
Finally! We found the gates! Quick, let's find Kostya.
Lava's rising. We have to stop this now.
Good, you're here. Help me destroy this witch. We can't risk someone turning and opening the gates. If the keep falls so that we might live, so be it. I figured you might have. Bloodthirsty. You people just can't help yourself. Me, specifically? No. I only provided them access to material from the living Arca. The books and records that the novice brought to them were what revealed the secret. I see. And what of the Steel Garrote? Should I assume they're all dead? Guilty as charged. I was the one guiding Dona. Mihala's sin is that despite her preoccupation with traditions and oaths, she has no curiosity. Then I had Dona, our young novice, steal them from the archives for the Steel Garrote. I assume you didn't let the Steel Garrote or the Inquisitor survive their search. And so you brought it back here? Among the Wardens? It doesn't matter how it works. It was not present in the tasks. Oh, perhaps this is right. Another reason to destroy this place. So long as the keep stands, my people are trapped here. Doomed by an oath to it. Our people were nomads for ages until we built the keep. When it falls, I will not watch my people rot here for the sake of a point. Nandru isn't here. He was never here. He built us a tomb and abandoned us to him. Do not speak his name to me as if it could mean anything to you.
Well, he has a point. But it's not worth letting Solace fall to prove it.
You, of all people, are speaking in favor of the suffocating...
I'm talking about not destroying our ancestral home just because you don't like Nandru. You're just as blinded by those traditions as Mihala. Have the courage to leave if you want.
Then grow anew.
That is all I ask.
You can't be blessed serious.
You should hurry on with your task. The lava's rising quickly. Safe travels to the garden. You'll find your entrance just past this door. I suspect you're the only one aside from Nandru who can...
Absomalu Vawintu, Envoy. You are lucky I don't feel like fighting another Adiran right now.
Come on, boy. Let's free these folks from their path.
The winch is yours. Destroy it, and the keep will be destroyed. And my people will be freed.
Neymiş lan bu işte ya? Lan.
It's done. Solace is safe. Thank the gods.
Did the keep look as confining before?
Nice work. Never thought I'd be so glad to see those blessed walls.
Closer. We have waited so long.
Dönemeyelim anasını satayım.
I feel crazy saying this, but Kostya was right. We should have let Solace keep fall.
Crazy is one word for it. You really think you can just burn down?
Dearie, the keep isn't a home. It's a prison. And now the Pargrunen will never escape.
Solace is my home. I still don't get why any of you feel like you have a say in...
But you left.
Because I chose to. Kostya doesn't get to make that decision for every...
If Kostya doesn't, Mihala will.
Civilization, as we know it, hasn't existed in the living lands for very long.
Darling, you know I hate to think of losing all of that history more than anyone. But think of what they could have gained. Maxim left the republics, and it allowed animancers in Fjord to thrive.
Destroying our home is not starting something new.
You really think everyone in Solace is there willingly? Amalia and her people took up arms and turned to banditry, and they still weren't allowed to leave. If anything, I imagine Mihala and her traditionalists will only make it harder to leave now. You know your own mind. There's something to be said for that.
True. And you've a date with the gods soon. We can only hope that you'll make better
And that's not all. Not to spoil the moment with good news, but I doubt the rest of the island has been quiet while we've been looking for the garden. Things have only gotten more tense since Fjord, and the Steel Garrote probably hasn't been doing us any favors.
Especially when they're led by a woman who doesn't seem interested in staying dead. Not to mention, after we take care of the Envoy's little god problem, we'll still have an empire bearing...
Who knew an archmage could be so relatable?
Can't say I'm too excited about just walking into the garden. I grew up learning I needed to protect that place, but it never felt like more than a children's tale to me.
I hear ya. This island is weird enough when all we have to worry about are vengeful plants and soul...
Am I the only one who's looking forward to the garden? We're pioneers, stepping into the great...
We have to remember to love them in spite of their lack of proper enthusiasm.
That's the spirit. And funny you should mention it. I have a theory about the garden. Or a warning, depending on how you want to look at it. Sapadal has been imprisoned a long time. The garden will be a reflection of their dreams, their night...
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw visions or hallucinations, and not even the fun kind.
Sanity won't get us through the garden. Madness opens the mind to discover. Before we go any further, I have to ask you something. You told the Inquisitor that you intend to kill Sapadal. Is that still the plan? For once, I'm all out of ideas. Anyone else?
I'm a soldier. I prefer leaving these decisions to people like you. But if you're asking for input, I don't entirely... She may be a monster, but she's not the only one the Living Lands has seen. Sapadal could render this whole island...
Sapadal caused the Dream Scourge. All of this pain. Especially after seeing Iancu. I just can't let that go.
Think of what we could learn from Sapadal. Perhaps there's a way we can keep everyone alive.
Sapadal is responsible for the spiritual health of the Living Lands, and the island has suffered for it. No matter what the Inquisitor said, I don't believe there's a right or wrong choice to make here.
Bilmiyorum.
Just the one
İlerliyorum
you
işte.
believe
Ana
in.
görevden.
Just one. Remember, we're stepping into a realm that is both physical and spiritual in nature. If you can call it. There's no telling how long we'll be gone. For all we know, time could run backwards in the...
Not a chance. We're a crew now, so you're stuck with me until the end. Marius?
I told you I'd be with you till the end. I don't go back on my promises. What about you, Giada?
You're not going into the garden without me. I have to see this with my own eyes. Yatsli, if you feel like running back to Quilici, now would be the time.
And tell Quilici that I missed out on the most exciting part.
Fair weather or foul?
I plan on wandering the garden whether I'm traveling with you or not. I have to find out what the big deal is.
Agreed. I'm not waiting in camp while the rest of you have all the fun. Hope to see you out there, Marius.
Well, let's go then. We can't keep your god wait.
Bir bok da yükseltemiyoruz abi. Bunu yükseltebiliyormuşuz da. Öz vermiyor ki.
They were rude to you at the keep, weren't they?
I left Solace. I didn't expect him to throw me a blessed day party.
So, this is it. The spiritual epicenter. For so long I have looked out on a horizon full of possibilities. Why am I so anxious? I think that I'm juggling so many variables that it's impossible to focus on even one. Do you remember when Manto Pastor sent you after the heart of an Adragan? That was nothing compared to this. We are standing in the beating heart of the Living Lands. Just a and only one chance to get it right. My parents were going to build a better world for Animancers. That you and I have come farther than they did. To an impossible place where anything can happen. Anything. Of course you are. I don't know what's going to happen. But you've had my back since the beginning. Who could rest at a time like this? I must admit, I had my doubts about Solace. It was like a dungeon. You could have helped Kostya destroy the keep, but you left it standing. Thank you for that. Even if Solace isn't going anywhere, I think your arrival was a sign of change. Wherever you go, you break people out of their habits. Then it's a good thing you're here. Better late than never. Whatever that power comes from, whether it's your heritage or political status. But at least you keep things interesting. Pleasant dreams. Let me get this straight. You spoke to the spirit of Nandru. What did he say? Any advice? Oh. I take it that wasn't what you expected. I should have seen this coming. Never listen to the dead. They're cynical, full of regret. Thankfully, you're still alive. What happened to Nandru was ages ago. Plenty of time to reconsider. No one is closer to Sapadal than you are. Nandru, which means you alone can judge the god of the Living Lands. That's perfectly valid. Gods are terrifying in the best of times. For what it's worth, I think you're going to be fine. No matter... I wish I could say the same for the living lands. Not before I've done some reading.
Ay çok hocam ne
Solace
şeymiş
has
bu.
a few old-fashioned ideas about anim. Thank you for letting Petru go free. Animancy is not a crime. Aren't we all? And it's good to know someone out there is defending his rights.
Yeter be.
If I must.
Bir de bu var.
Envoy, you're probably here to see how I'm doing, yeah? Well, I'm doing great. I always knew my home. I just never thought I'd get a chance to stop it. Ready when you are. Just give me the... Thank you for finding that amulet. It's such a small thing, but it helped. Just holding it brings back memories. There was a sense of purpose, I think. They all left Solace for... People began to act strange. My parents... We all know. It tells me that there were good times before. Once we deal with Razvan, maybe... I just wanted to thank you, Envoy. That's all. Anyway. Pleasant dreams.
Ne konuşuyorsun
Envoy,
yine ya?
I didn't realize it, but... I think I've spent my... This man did a terrible thing. He killed my village. Decades of fearing what might come next. Oh, now I have a chance to put an end to that. Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
Yok,
Anyway,
yok.
if I must.
Sen konuşacaksın karı gibi ya.
Envoy? Blacked out at that Audra and the lava tubes beneath Solace. Right. I actually believe you. This is madness, Envoy. I bet it was. You could finally complain to someone about all the... People in Solace always claim they're speaking the word of Nandru. Doesn't even really matter what he said, if you ask me. There are hundreds of Pargrunen who give any... Blessed stay in present. Envoy, what do you need?
Çeneni kapatmana ihtiyacım var ya.
Yatsli, I have a theory.
Nereden gidiyor
Oh,
şimdi?
do tell.
I believe our souls have awareness.
Çık. Burada harita yoktur herhalde. Bakayım. Varmış ama. O bayağı da büyükmüş abi.
Not going this...
Harcadık yalan puanları.
This way? Or maybe we are.
Ne açtık ki burayı? Şuradaki şey için.
Right, what's a tame? I feel like...
And hit cannonball!
I see the disciple has found her way into the cell.
No. Clarion Steel. We know this voice. Why is she here?
I was unclear last time. I will not repeat my mistake.
Out. Out. Her voice.
Look at this place. A quagmire of your parasite. Can you even begin to grasp the forces that you tamper with? Apparently, I must. The situation is worse than I perceive. Do you think you're special? With your god, do you believe you can hold dominion over when even the collective fury of the real gods could only confine? You suspected.
It is true. She twists the knife.
In time, the gods felt the wretched powers seeping. Its madness would consume us all if it was not. Work that sullies one hand meets out justice. A pity that its followers could not. The poor godless, worshipping the very thing. We could not excise the rot and spare the roots that... A regrettable consequence of a necessary... I have no time for the lamentations of...
Why does our prison not protect us? Help us!
Listen to its tantrum. It knows neither order, nor Adir is the only thing holding back the tide of... Then you understand the gravity of the task. You are here now. There's still time to succeed where you face your false god and end its reign of terror. Your soul. It is only you can siphon its essence into. The path of justice is fraught. Oh, I leave you with a warning. The false god's essence, it taints all it touches. Stay vigilant, and...
I have nothing to say. That was insane.
Yine
I never thought I'd learn of the goddess's fate from her killer.
kampta konuş muhabbeti var ama yok abi. Oo.
that it?
Anahtar. Light anahtarı. Nereden bulacağım ben onu? Lan çok mu ağır oldu? ...25'e mi saklıyormuş? Şaka gibi.
Stay alert. That thing's moving this time.
Worth and right!
What is that? I know that place, right? Oh no. No. Why is this? They're dead. Like it just happened. Like I remember.
This is the moment I found you. Bundled and
Viate. You're not...
I am dead, Viate. From the Dream Scourge. We are in the garden. I can't be certain of that. I know that I am...
Oh, I have faced this already. Why force me to do it again? Then for the god's sake, what is it?
You know where we are. This is my memory. When everyone died, and how much of this do you remember?
We spoke at the village. But you were sick.
You confronted our past, Viate, but you did not close it. Sapadal wants to understand. They know your envoy very well.
I'm tired, Viate.
I know you are. And I know you can keep going. You have to. Even when we were children, you kept me alive. For when you left Solace, it was like I lost more. And then you left again. This time I followed you.
I wasn't exactly chump.
I may have been older, Viate, but you were always bigger than me where it mattered.
And I let you down. No. I could have dealt with my problems and pushed through. So, what do we do now?
They're right, Viate. This lava flowed.
I haven't had a chance to think about all this. But,
I feel as though you have. His problem is hearing the words in the first place.
I'm sorry. Repeat what you said? I can't hear Jatulin when there's...
Get out of here. Hike up your waistline and...
Well, it was... good to see you, Viate. Even with all this.
Take care of my little friend.
Allah sana ne olsun. Bizimkiler de olursa olur.
You all right?
Heal yourself! If anything moves, I'm going to jump straight up and
Oo, ikinci de geldi. Oha lan ne vurdu? Mutsuzlar fena oluyor ya. Şimdi. Galiba. Bunları mı şey yapacağız?
Thomas Cairn? What's that doing here?
This room. It looks just like Thomas. Tama. I dealt with this. We stood at his... What is this, Envoy? This is your God's prison, not mine. I can't focus on his face. His features keep... As long as we're both seeing the floating islands and the ghostly tree, I can't blame... To be honest, that would be easier. I know it's him, but I don't recognize him as the Tama I knew. It's like he keeps changing in front of me. Then why does he look so unfamiliar? He was in pain, but trying to hide it. I see everything. All his moments at once. Joy, sadness, anger. Everything from the handful of years that I knew him and the decade. He's almost as Yeah, it is. All this time I kept him frozen in his worst moment. And now that I see him as more, it's like he's free of that. You're right. It's like you said. His memory is no longer... For the longest, I was afraid to let go of this moment. And now I see I was just holding on. Better than I could have said it. I never thought I'd meet someone I respect. But you've made some tough calls, and you've kept your head and your heart in the right. So whatever comes next, I'm with you until the end. Now let's go find this god of yours and end the dream. When we reach them, what do you think we'll find? It's hard to imagine the dream scourge coming from a blink. Let's end this. I'll follow your lead.
Nice job, everyone.
I'm seeing? Or am I going mad? What is the meaning of this? It can't be real. This is an illusion. I hate it. Why am I cursed to see this again? Why does the memory follow me where... They have a sick sense of humor. Whoever is responsible, I'm tired of the bullshit.
Godlike of Sapadal, long have we...
Finally, you've come home.
How is this not the strangest thing that has happened?
Oh my gods. Let's not be too hasty.
Giada Castel.
Wait, you know me?
For centuries, our whispers filled the silence.
My mother? You...
She reached out to us, using the tool you now...
But that would have been years ago. The first time...
We heard, and Sapadal answered.
But when Sapadal speaks, the living lands tremble.
I don't know what exactly happened to my parents. Tell me, please. I need...
Sapadal wanted to be heard, and in so doing, twisted your fate.
Sapadal does not know the limits of their strength.
Mistakes were made? Do you have any idea what my life is?
After the incident, your parents were like us, and we took pity.
In the end, they thought only of you. Their pride.
That's it. That's really it. Indulge me a moment. I've been waiting a long time for this. What is it you want?
Well, that was 4 questions.
We want to apologize on Sapadal's behalf.
They want to apologize. I came to the garden for answers, not to off... Shit. Zapadal has been trapped here for millennia. Alone. Confused. When they heard the voice of a stranger, how can I hold that against you? Apology.
Thank you, Giada. And thank you, Godlike, for...
The time has come for you to find your patron. May the living lands receive you with open...
Goodbye.
Give her space, dearie. Giada will speak more when she's ready.
This place would be peaceful if it wasn't so dangerous.
Ne oğlum burası kaynıyor ya onu. Oha. Oğlum bu ne bu kadar ya? Can basmaları. İyi, daha bitmedim ben. Nereye gidiyorsun? Şuraya.
This place feels familiar. Hurry, let's go inside.
Baba, yapma be.
This place feels familiar. Hurry, let's go inside.
Ha, burada yazdım bir şey. Galiba.
This is the library from my dreams. It's real? This looks like the Akita building this place.
None of what happened back there makes sense.
I wonder who she was. Sad and
Neredesin kızım?
Garlowane's envoy? I never told you this, but this is a godless library. It's why I study the godless, because this place has haunted me since. And that's the chair. It's the picture of coziness. It's plush and warm, envoy. What more do you want? Finally, you've arrived. Ah, there it smells. That took 10 years off my life. Wait. You must be the librarian from... Oh, though... You...
It's like looking into a blood...
It has been quite some time. Too many years to number. Of course. You are an ancestor? No, child. We are the keeper of these tablets. Oh, of course. I was you in a past life. Oh, I'm such a... You lived with animancers, and yet the idea of awakening to your past...
Can we get out of here? One Yatsley is more than enough.
I am... was the last of the Akita. So, we retreated with as much as we could carry. The attacks? The Magfolk attacks. Yes, we've... heard... Yes. Your monstrous gods. They tried to butcher every last one of us. Yes. There was little else I could do. I must... A lesson I'm glad you learned. But how did the mag folk reach you in here? They didn't. Between the screams of my kin being slaughtered. That's the screeching I heard in my dream, Envoy. I knew I... Once it was gone, there was nothing left. So I decided on another way. Poison. Well... Oh, you're just a barrel of fun, aren't you? Someone must tell the story of the Akita. I'm already an expert. What? Think about it, Yatsley. You have been trained. I couldn't ask for a better success. But that was your... Yatsley. If you do not become... The stories of the Akita will turn to dust, just as the burned queen wanted all along. This is all too much. Oh, you're no help at all. Please. I ask for your opinion because I... That apprenticeship is more... A chosen of Sapadal. Yet you do not... Our time is at an end, Yatsley. Wait! I've not even asked you any questions! Tell me about your marriage, right? And... Oh! Did you mean for all your buildings to look so phallic? Unfortunately, my time is at an end. You must keep Yatsley alive. So this is goodbye. I wish we could have... No. Choose well, Yatsley. She's gone. Forgive me, Envoy, but I... Wish...
Allah, kampa gidemem. Gidip de sizle 2 saat konuşamayacağım şimdi. Ananı... Abi niye boktan bu kadar ya? Adamım. Biraz yavaşladı. Diğeri nerede lan? Nereye gitti? Geldik buna.
Is this where your god friend sleeps? I assume we'll have to break this barrier somehow.
Safe.
Gods, this is the place.
I think we've found Sapadal's home.
Aa. Gene bir şey var diyecektim. Ya bu kadar hasarı nereden yiyor? Anahtar yer etme.
With you. You sure?
Nereye gitmem? Oğlum burası şeyliymiş lan. Öldün mü?
All my life, imagine what the garden must be like. But it was nothing like this.
I don't think Magfolk arms would. Work like... Seems like we've drawn a crowd.
Nerede lan bu? Neredeyse ben salmak istedim.
Gates down. Here we go.
Ya nereye atıyorum ben?
Don't see anything.
Lan nasıl? Ya şu harpunu mu alsaydım? Kalkan atıp durdu bana. Bari bir boka yaramıyor. Hasar oluyor da. Hadi şunu takalım ya. Yoksa canımızı okuyacaklar. Şunlar kapışın var onun değil mi? Bağla lan şunu. Şuna gelin şuna.
¡Alejáis!
Siz de biraz saldırın be. Tamam. Gittikçe
come at last, after so long. You are so small, we questioned if you were real. Then steps, a voice, through armies and corrupted soil. You persevere. Now, the rot, we feel it festering and spreading. Your dream scourge will end when our suffering does. We were innocent once. But the other gods imprisoned us, left us to suffer alone in it. But you are here now. You found us. There is little time. We would be free. The Strangler is close now. We feel her wire. She begs for our blood. Her wolves defile the city on the shore. The prey flees, hides. The people's cries ring in our ears. She pierces us now. Now, we will not... A spark. Wait. The essence bends here. Time. You can reach her. Will the garden to... A wellspring of power. We strain, but we could clear the way. We were everything. What have we... We could run, leap in the water. We mourn our past. We only seek peace now. A chance to regrow. We hear your words. We do not desire it. You met death and imposed the law. We only want the same. You have shown us the way. You owe us this. Give us peace. We want a chance to change. We deserve that opportunity. And yet, you trusted the mage who turned so many. We deserve more than this prison. Let us have a chance to... Or do you have no more mercy for us than you did for the bear? Yes, we have seen what you do. We asked what you would do with an animal that sickened after a fight. Do you remember what you said? Yes, we long for this. The time has come. End our pain, and the dream scourge will cease. Give us peace. It is all we have wanted. Center your thoughts. Clear the fog. Tear down the gate. We were so blind, so lost. We feel bright. We will grow. Tend. We will remember you.
Burada mısın kanka? Sona yaklaştık galiba. Oraya. Kampta şu hatunu alayım ben ya. Ona göre silahım şeyim yok. Giysim yok. Fena pataklıyorlar.
Andra's death. Are we back in Dawnshore? Already?
This is Sapadal's doing. I'm certain of it. No power in Aora could transport us so quickly, or so far.
Selamun aleyküm.
What happened to the living land started
Mehmet hoş
long ago,
geldin.
and we're going to finish it.
Are you seeing this? I don't think parodies look like this when we left it.
Looks like the war already started.
and the giant roots are winning.
Ne haber, nasılsın, iyi misin, iyi yayınlar.
Vines don't
İyi ya.
usually get that big this
Yüzde
quickly, do they?
iyilik oranı
Based on their
%100'den
growth and size,
hesaplarsak
I'd say we've
%70
been
falan.
gone 2 or 3 weeks.
O da iyi sayılır. Senin kaç Mehmet? İyilik metresi.
Hey, at least you didn't let 6
Benim
years
de 95 civarı.
Who
Oo.
knows if the garden affected time
O zaman
or merely our
bayağı iyiymiş
perception
ya.
of time, assuming there's even a difference.
Arada bir
It's like how a body
sinirleniyorum
fights
ama
an
olsun.
infection.
Neye
The fever
sinirleniyorum?
gives you
Oyuna
strange dreams
mı?
that feel
İnsanlara
like
mı?
eternity.
Look at this place.
İzlediğim
Feels
bir
like
şeye
we're still in
mi?
the dream. And not just us. Those are more your people's ships in the harbor.
Maşallah,
And steal the royal
maşallah.
banners past the barricades. That can't be good.
Even Ringrim is here.
Oyunda
Perhaps we
sıkıntı
get to
yok
see
ya, eyvallah.
Archmage in action.
I think I see Elia as well. What a strange reunion this will be.
The Blessed Day Wardens are here
Bugün
too.
adam geldi.
That conflict we've been trying so hard to prevent started without us.
Ulan o değil de benim de aklıma şey geldi.
Nah, don't be so hard on yourself.
Demirci bulacaktım ben
Steel
güya.
Grove have been itching
Bulamadık
for a
hala.
fight this whole time. This would have happened with or without us.
Before we
Kart
go,
çekmedi, kart makinesi
what
aşağı
happened
indim.
back there
Ondan
with the Dream Scourge and Sapado?
denedi.
I'm not sure. That's good, right?
Dedim git doğru düzgün bir
It's
şey
a relief that the Dream
ile
Scourge
gel
won't be a
dedim.
problem.
O öyle de denmez
I
Mehmet.
only hope we can say the same about Sapado.
Demirci bulunursun
Time
ya.
will tell, I suppose.
Bulursun.
After all this time, they're free. And the living land is free to heal.
We've cured the land and we've even freed a caged god. All in all, rather a successful
Mustafa
day.
kanka buradaysan bak kararı sana
Save the
vereceğim.
soul of the living lands. Now the
o kadar
survivors fight
izledin
over its
sen.
bones. We should take a look. See if we can get ahead of whatever storm is brewing down there.
People seem to be gathering west of here. Whatever's happening, let's be a part of it.
Makinesini kırasım geldi. İyi de o kadar sinirlenmene gerek yoktu Mehmet ya. Hemen
They marched in with no warning.
gel lan buraya.
Envoy, what does the Garot think they're doing?
Doğa Mehmet o kadar da değil be
What's
sen
the
de.
point of
Ne,
exploring
o
if you
kadar
just
şeye
want
ben
to plant your
sinirlenmem.
flag everywhere? They broke some glass,
Adamın
but the map is safe. They
ben
didn't
değişik
think
biriyim.
I was worth the trouble.
Right now, that's a good thing.
Vallahi Mehmet
If you're looking
iyi
for
adam
survivors,
dalmamış sana.
a few of us fled
Ne
to
biçim
the valley.
konuşuyorsun lan sen? Git
How
gel.
many?
Babanın uşağı mı var
I'm
burada?
not sure.
Makine bozuk.
I
Gider
saw
yenisini
Sapiento.
getir.
God,
Der.
I hope they're not trapped in there.
Olmazdı.
I am sorry I can't be more help. You always were a forgiving friend.
We should move. Let's hope the Garrote hasn't made it to the Balrog yet.
Envoy, wait! Before you go, I may have something for you. I took some supplies when I ran. If you think they'll help, they're yours. I'll even give you a discount. You know.
Ne var lan sende? Ulan üçkağıtçı hiçbir şey yok. Şunları alsam mı? Şimdi ben nereye gidiyorum? Burası neresi şimdi? Ha. Yaşayan neredeyim ben şimdi? Bahçede değilim. Ha burada. Yok. Buradayım ben. Neyse görüşürüz. Tamam Mehmet. Sinirlenme. Neye verek ki buradan artık? Ha. Sıçramaya geç. Patlama. Zırh. Hadi şunu yapalım. Şunlar çok fenaymış da 20 diyor ya. Bu 20'yi nasıl açacağız? 29'um ben. Patlama yaparmış. İyi. Patlama yapsın anasını satayım. Karakter.
Why is there snow here?
That's gotta be Ringrim's room. I heard she made it snow. Yep.
Şu kampta hatun alacağız yanımıza.
There's always a weird sort of quiet on the eve of battle. I'm feeling that now. Seems like a good time to gather our thoughts and share a drink before whatever's coming.
Right. This seems like a perfect place to stop and relax.
Though it's hard enough to tell what's real here without a belly full of drink.
Sounds like you're nervous, dear.
I'm feeling all kinds of ways. Anxious, excited.
I feel it as well. It is only mortal to feel overwhelmed in the presence of the immortal.
Let's take this in for just a moment. Against all odds, we've survived the living lands,
Ulan oyun
crossed an
bitecek dedim.
acid sea, and reached the
Bitmedi.
prison of a god. When we first met, I didn't think you'd last long. But then I saw how you handled that dream thrall bear. Shook off your own death like a bat, and then you found your own killer and turned him. It's rare to choose justice over vengeance, especially, but you stood by your principles.
I didn't know much about you at that point. You were traveling with Kai and you died.
I remember your calm, how you listened to my shouting match with the governor, and when they burned my home, you gave me another one. I'll never forget that.
You were my hero right away. You rescued me from those sporlings. You got my priceless face. What more could a girl ask for?
And now look at you. Look at us. How far we've come.
Oh, did your heart just grow a little?
Not to raise the sails before the anchor, but we left trouble in our wake. Fjord, Thirdborn, Solace. If we make it out of here, it won't be to a living lands suddenly at peace.
Just this once. Could we forget about the rest of the living lands? Some of us...
If we can't take a moment to ourselves on a floating island outside reality, then I don't know where we can.
Right. We could all use some beauty rest. We'll want to look our best on the battlefield, won't we?
Before we turn in for the night, I'd like a word in private. Nothing serious.
Sleep well. Tomorrow we finish this together.
Ortalığı batırdık ya.
Hey, Giada. How are you holding up after seeing those, plans? People.
Well... I've seen... Things not. Not intended for mortal eyes, and uncovered. Uncovered the dark truth of my family's downfall. But here I am. And how are you?
Don't worry about me. I just want to know how you're feeling.
I'm complicated, but at least I know what happened.
Everything your people...
Envoy? Is it really you? Mihala told us you went into some place called the Garden to seek a god?
When you didn't return, we took you for dead.
Did you meet your god there? The one who's...
The origin of the Dream Scourge? It was the act...
Everyone, please, please. We could get to the bottom of this if you don't...
It's been weeks, Envoy.
Zapadal was responsible for the Dream Scourge. Their rage, their confusion.
But the plague isn't over. Dream Thralls still litter shed.
There won't be any new infections. We've put a stop to that. Unfortunately, there's little we can do for those already in the grip of the Dream Scourge. This will be a process. The Dream Scourge was never going to simply...
I suppose it stands to reason. I found that... what of this god, then? What does it mean that you... Well, you might not believe me, but I didn't want any of it. It was Ludwine who called for the attack. She and her steel garrote laid siege to the city.
You did. I kicked her corpse when you weren't looking.
Well, she's seen better days, but you wouldn't...
Ludwine's plowed through the militia like a knife through warm...
All right, let's keep the similes to our...
Oh, cheer up. You wouldn't be the first to make that. So long as her passion for Wodica lives.
Then we destroy her faith, and the rest of her will follow. I have a theory about this. Let's talk at camp if you want to hear it.
Oh, good. That will be easy.
It is not, I think... You can't be serious. You'd stand with the steel garrote.
No. Don't tell me you're bending the knee to the...
Don't do this. I followed you to the ends of this, but I won't follow you here.
I thought you were smarter than this,
The wardens would sooner die than needle before...
The living lands will not suffer a zealot's rule.
My people's heads would be first on the chopping block.
No one will stand with you if you do this thing. What in Remagon's 8 block? Excellent. Now, let me pose you. All... Ludwine has sent a message to the Emperor informing him of her attack. What will his representatives find when they arrive? Before you face Ludwine, you should know what you're fighting for. But whatever you decide, understand the days of the frontier. Oh, Envoy, no. Do not think of the Emperor. Ones which this conclave could not survive. Not unless you came together and formed a nation of your own. It would be difficult. No. Think of your people, all of you.
We deserve our autonomy, even if we must fight for it.
Fleeing someone else's laws and authority is one thing. Setting up... We're an island of misfits and dissidents. We'll still have to surrender some of our autonomy, and we'll be vulnerable. Without allies, other powers will see us as ripe for the picking.
We were fine before Adir came. We'll be fine when they're gone.
I think we ran things perfectly fine before your kin...
Though I'm hardly eager to work with any of you. I like the idea of twisting, so long as the wardens can continue our vigil.
It's a nice idea, but consider the costs. If we walk away from a relation... But the people of Thirdborn have friends in the world.
My people rely on the sufferance of those in Paradis for safety. And Paradis will bear the brunt of the Emperor's reprisals. But if this is what this conclave wants, then Fior will stand beside you.
Rest into bounty. Does the winter frost dissuade the sea? Many fruits on our boughs we graft. Many leaves.
Of course. The Living Lands would retain its own laws under a grave appointed by... The grave would be expected to promote and develop the Living Lands to our mutual benefit. They would divide the island into administrative districts and see them governed by mayors. The island would provide tribute in the form of resources and taxes. The Empire, I should note, is nearly always at war. In return, the Living Lands would enter Adir's sphere of influence, and... Naturally, that would be the Emperor's decision. But only the strong survive the frontier. I used to believe that was... But you were born to rule here. Have some faith in yourself, Envoy.
We give up our fighters and the wealth of our lands, and
Abi
get
çok sıkıyor
promises in
bazen
return.
ya bu kadar konuşmak.
But we have wealth enough to give some away.
Koca dünya var,
Brave Run
sürekli
could
konuşuyoruz
work,
ya.
so long as
2
trade
saatin 1
keeps
saati
moving through the
konuşmakla
scarp
geçiyor.
and you're willing to serve as our go-between envoy, And we'll have cannons enough to deter the Adir.
If a grave room will put an end to the fighting and allow my people to remain safe, I suppose this is an arrangement I could accept.
Tribute, he says. Taxes. Soldiers. The Empire has tried it all before. They want to bleed us dry. To fill their coffers and fight their wars.
It's still a gamble, but I think it's the safest bet. We get the benefits of imperial trade and protection without losing all of what makes this place. There's no way of knowing what it would mean in another generation or two. But right now, it gives us the security and stability to recover.
We were fine before Adir showed up, and we'll be fine when they're gone. Trust the lands and her people.
If we give Adir power over us, we can't be surprised if they decide to flex.
Subtle, pernicious. Touch the safety among spiders. A web gleaming with dew. They weave.
Of course.
Oho, anasını satacağım şimdi ya.
You can't be serious. You...
No. Don't
do this. But no.
Bunları dinledik.
Let's hope you're right.
So, you think we'll simply lie down as you grind us under your boot heel?
You're a rat-fuck bastard, envoy. I was a fool to ever try.
May the militia have your head for this, Adiran swine!
After everything we've seen and done, what an awful way to end things. I'm returning to my people, where I belong, to prepare for the...
I thought we were a crew, envoy.
Dağıttık ya lan
But you're
ekibi
betraying everything we fought for.
I guess you made your choice, huh? Good working with you.
After all the Steel Garrote have done, you choose them. It was...
Hurry now. Find Ludwine and let her know what we've done here. Be clever, be swift, for I fear your life is forfeit. And...
Hepsi gitti lan.
What's that? Got any other nim...
Give me one more moment of your...
Dur lan. Bütün şeyi kaybettik yoldaşları. O kadar yol teptik. Ananı satayım. Şuraya gideyim. Hah, tamam.
Everything your people...
Ama bunlar şimdi geçeceğiz. Bunlar dinledik.
And the...
A fine compromise.
The people of Fior will accept a grave room.
So long as my wardens are left in peace.
To brisk trade. A docile...
I do not trust your empire to show restraint in its control.
We can worry about the future when it comes.
Right. Might as well go ahead and start designing those...
Good. We'll have perhaps a whole week of peace.
I will do my level best to convince the Emperor to accept a grave room. That leaves the matter of Ludwine and the Steel Garrote. You must kill her, or we will lose
Whatever happens to the living lands, at least I can kill Lud.
She better say her goodbye.
I'm proud to fight at your side, Envoy. One last.
Let's get to work then. We've got a walking corpse to bear.
The Paradise Militia will be at your back. Give her no quarter. The future waits for you.
You're more than worth it. Now go. No doubt the Inquisitor.
Show them that the living lands will not be broken across.
Gather your forces and secure the eastern gate. From there. Gods be with you, Envoy.
Let's take back the city. Whatever happens tomorrow.
Let's go free a city, shall we?
Değil lan. Bizim elemanlar nerede benim hatunla şey? Ha. Şunu şuraya alayım. Oha. Oha, oha. Lan oğlum. Lan sen ne ara geldin?
Who's next? Anyone?
Tamam lan. Kim geldi?
worry about the eastern gate. I'll protect your back. Another glorious battle.
Burada ne var? Bir şey yok. Buraya mı geldi?
Envoy, what are you doing here? I thought you left town weeks ago. About time. You're the only one Ludwig will listen. I saw a few on my way here. I imagine they've been waiting for this to happen for a long... Listen, one of the Garot's units is scouting up ahead, maybe 5 strong. I wouldn't want to fight them if I would. Take this key. It'll unlock the gate to the canals. You can thank the cap... Why should I? It's always worked before. I wish someone had stood up to the steel garrote a lot. Well, you're here now.
We should go now, while the fighting's died down.
Can you not hear the screaming outside?
She's right. We can't go now. Then when? Should we wait till the garrote set this bar alight? Stop right there!
I think we're the wrong!
Someone
Get
needed to
them.
meet us.
Push it up, pal.
Lan oğlum şuradan çıkacağım ya.
You all right? Look out!
Ona oğlum 5 veriyor o da ya. Gitti neredeyse alat satayım lan.
Under my...
I've got the plaza under control.
Şimdi nereye gidiyoruz?
Wodeca demands your submission. Stand against her and fall.
Let's pay Ludwig one final visit, shall we? Let's make sure she stays dead this time.
So, you survived? Did you come all this way just to try your luck again? To kill me more efficiently? Our conflict was foretold the moment you were born. You can no more avoid it than I can die. Look around, Envoy. Heelguard should have listened. He tried to bring order through compromise. He failed. Order is meant to be imposed by a stern god.
Her order wields sharp steel. She...
Heelguard is a fool if he thinks half measures will save the island.
I won't weep for Heelguard.
As for you, Sapadal's chains are broken, which means your soul is in their grasp. I don't know how deeply you've been compromised, Envoy. And if I don't know, that's what they want you. Steel yourself, Envoy. Make this a fight.
We would not welcome her death. There is still ample shade for her beneath our tree.
All this time, I knew you'd be worthy prey. Farewell.
There's no coming back this time. Prepare yourself for the...
You won't be missed, Ludwig.
Once I'm done killing you, your god...
We are enemies. We will always grow.
Come on, let's kill her. One last time.
Seek! Eckworth and Roth! Eckworth and Roth!
Oğlum ne düşüyor benim kafama ya?
Eckworth and Roth! the wheel.
Anasını satayım, bu nedir?
Again! Won't it help me!
Need a moment here.
Seek! Worth and run! Come on! Come on! Seek! Worth and run!
Lan şu şeye geç. Basamıyorum ki. Pat küt pat küt. Şu üçüncü şahsa geçeyim ya. Birinci şahıs moduna. Ya çok milyar attın gerçekten ya.
Wonica demands your submission. Stand against her and fall.
Let's pay Ludwig one final visit, shall we? Let's make sure she's... Did you...
Glad.
You...
What? Your side.
Come on, let's give her one last
shot. Worth and run.
Basamıyorum ki. Dur şimdi. Madem öyle. Oha.
Help me! One last time!
Just a minute.
Sink! Don't abandon me now!
Wherever Ludwine is now, she must be seething.
Of course, we'd be happy to kill her again, if needed.
She's done for, but we're not. Whatever's next, we'll face it. Together.
Gods, you're all gonna make me sick. But carry on.
Unraveled at last. We no longer feel her wire against our flesh.
Aa bitti mi lan oyun?
We are free always. We are free forever.
Silence falls over Paradise, as though the city is holding its breath. Then you hear it, the ringing of a distant bell. You feel Sappadal close to your thoughts, stirring with interest. The god of the living lands is observing this moment, unfettered by... The Paradise militia rallies to you, the outsider who defended them in their hour of need. You take a moment to reflect on the calm. Not so long ago, you arrived at these shores on a simple errand. The dream scourge is over, and the island has been cleansed of plague. A time of healing and mourning follows. You tell them the truth, how the plague came from a power beyond mortal understanding, and how, with your guidance, the living lands becomes a vassal of the Adiran Empire. In exchange for their taxes and soldiers, the free settlements are... The rebels of Paradise come to learn that resistance is futile. After the assassin Egwolf died in custody, many of his worst fears about the refugees of Emerald Stair find a cold welcome in the city of Paradise. Animancy is frowned upon. The ashes of Fior Messiverno continue to smolder. Scavengers avoid the ruins, fearful of spirits unleashed. Though Adir has promised that the living lands will retain their autonomy, not everyone in Shatterscarp trusts the Empire. But many Adiran ships sail into the... After the living lands is declared a vassal of Adir, Solace Keep reluctantly opens the doors of its fortress, though not before numerous missives are sent to Mihala demanding the grave room be honored. Her reluctance costs. For the first time in many years, Kai feels an agreeable restlessness. Not to flee, not to drift, but to venture. He visits the distant shores Tama told him about, and savors the modern marvels. With his travels alongside the envoy complete, Marius is left directionless once again. Rather than disappearing into his cups, however, Marius leans on his time among his companions to give him the strength to re-enter society and find comfort in civilization. He Giada learned much in your time together. How to stand up to authority, how to face the unknown, and how to move on from the past. But her family's unfinished work weighs heavily on her soul. Her inheritance is the burden of achieving the impossible. No longer under the threat of imminent death, Yatsley returns to the Animancers. Reunited with her beloved Quilici, she helps him and the Animancers as they put their lives together after the attack on Fior Messiverno. Freed from torment for the first time in centuries, Sappadal turns their prodigious curiosity to the people that shaped them. They observe the ways their people live, and they think deeply about what they see. Though they flinch away from moments of violence, and they grieve souls returned to them too soon, the rage that once shook cities to rubble no longer rules them. Instead, they come to you with questions. Sappadal pours a fragment of their power into the statue they claimed from the Temple of Aethys. Newly embodied, they roam the living lands and learn to experience the world as Kith do. Their first attempts at locomotion are clumsy, and a stand of innocent trees is violently returned to the wheel. But as their confidence grows, so the sounds of celebration pull you out of reverie. Many are waiting to greet you with open arms.
Vay be, bir tane oyun daha bitirdik. Video var mı sonuna bakayım. Yok.